Hi, I'm the Englishman down at Wallerfield with Damien Nesbit.
Hi, how are you doing?
It's Damien Nesbit, yes, and Rishi Kanick.
That's right, Rishi Kanick.
Hi, these gentlemen are now involved with the management of the Caribbean Motor Racing Championships for Seaboard.
Seaboard Marine Caribbean Motor Racing Champions.
Seaboard Marine Caribbean Motor Racing Championships coming up on the weekend. I believe it's from the 22nd. It actually starts on the 22nd right through to the 24th.
Actually, no, it starts on the 23rd, and the actual competition will be done on the 24th of July.
Oh, so there's no actual activity down here on the 22nd?
We're hoping that we'll have some hype, with the event coming on, get the community involved, and some of the locals, and probably have some
testing.
Yeah, some testing and some activities,
Right.
That's happening. That people could come and have a look and see the cars. Just as when you have Test cricket and all the big guys at the Oval, you have people coming to see them practice. So it'd be good to have them looking at the cars in advance,
Trust me, this thing is going to be big. If you know anything about motor racing in Trinidad, it is, as far as I'm concerned, the biggest motoring event of the year. So do you want to tell us who to expect? Who are the big names? Who are the big drivers coming down and their cars?
Okay, well, this is the second leg of the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship. The first leg was held in Jamaica in May. The second leg is being held in Trinidad. The third leg is in Barbados, and the final leg is in Guyana at the end of the year, right? Coming out of the Jamaica, the Trinidad came out on top, right? And we closely behind us is Jamaica, right? Now, what usually happens is that the country that hosts the event gathers the most points, but the team that went to Trinidad actually did better than the Jamaicans. So the Jamaicans actually coming back here with a point to prove.
So right now the Jamaicans vexed?
You can say that. Right? They have come in one of the top drivers, Doug Hollywood, going in his Audi TT. They also have Peter Ray, Alan Chen, and I can't remember the final guy's name. It's a Group 2 car. So they are represented by 3 cars and 1 bike, I believe.
Right? I believe it's 3 bikes coming down.
Yeah, sorry, 3 bikes, yes.
Yeah.
My concern, yes. 3 bikes. 3 cars, 3 bikes. So they are represented in all the races. So they're trying to gather as much points. That move is a move to gather as much points as possible, right? To carry on to Barbados. Right? We also, coming from Barbados, we have Mark Maloney. We have Steve King and a fantastic starlet. And we also have the infamous Mark Thompson. People who went to racing and they would know about him in Barbados. And they also have 1 bike. The bike name slips me at this point, but he's a very good rider. And I must say the bike guy is doing very well also. From Guyana, the list hasn't been finalized from Guyana, but the last I heard, Christian Jeffrey is on his way. They're working on their vehicles. I believe their vehicles should be shipped either today or tomorrow, so we should get a final list of who will actually be coming to Trinidad to participate. But I know it's a full roster, all the containers, so they may have the largest contingent of drivers and people coming in.
Guyana,
yeah.
Because Christian actually had some problems in Jamaica, eh?
Yes, he did. He had some problems with his car, and he drove his father's car, which also had an issue. And there were some issues clearing the vehicle on their way back when it reached in Guyana. But that was sorted out. So they're scrambling to get the cars together. But these guys are fantastic. I've seen what they do in a short space of time, and I must give them kudos. They're a fantastic mechanic and a fantastic team. And we're looking forward to welcoming them to Trinidad.
Okay. So I've heard you big up like some of the foreign racers coming down. Who are the Trini racers here to look out for this championship?
Yeah, well, we have your one and only Damien Nesbit, excuse me, who will be driving in Group 2. And of course, we have our Group 4 contenders. We have Franklin Boudram, we have Gerald Carrington. Then we moved on to the Group 3 cars, Ravi Singh, just to name one of the top contenders. Also, Christian Buru Singh will be competing in Group 3, and Christian has just completed a successful circuit in the US, and we're hoping that he's going to win Group 3, by quite a bit.
Yeah, I hear Christian's been doing some driving for Audi as well, like testing out some of their cars in.
Christian is a fantastic driver. He's doing well. He's representing Trinidad in such a way. It's just a pity that mass media hasn't caught on to him. But I'm seeing it in his future. So I hope all the sponsors and this event brings the attention that the better drivers need now.
Well, the race between himself, Christian, and Frankie Boudram last year was incredible. That was a race, and
Yes, definitely. But what is even more exciting is the fact that he'll be running a car that'll be driving for Trinidad and Tobago. That's sponsored by Dean's Car Boutique, and that's Paul Vera. Right?
Vera.
He is the current Group 3 champion, did an excellent job in Jamaica, and he'll be coming here, and he's a seasoned campaigner. So it'll be good. I mean, they're driving for us, but we know that we have two guys contending head-on, driving for Trinidad and Tobago. And it'll be quite exciting to see what's going to happen with Paul Vera and Christian Budusing.
right, yeah, I can't wait for this. Say biggest motoring event as far as I'm concerned for the racing calendar. Do you want to tell us who your sponsors are, and are you looking for any more?
Yes, we definitely need sponsors. This is an event of this magnitude. It's really a lot. We have had help from a lot of sponsors. A lot of them came on board last minute when they realized how big this event, and we had to actually go around into the media and show them how it's done in the other islands, to show them the size of the event in the other islands, so that they could have an understanding on how big this Caribbean Motor Racing Championship is. Right? We have to thank, I hope I can remember all the sponsors so far. So we have Flow, we have Slam 95.1, we have Luma Film, we have Universal Contractors.
Universal Developers. You mentioned Flow. We have GPS Rescue, Damien's company on board, Blue Mountain Water, Bullet Motorsport, Alpha Transport, Bartlett Haulage,
excellent job.
Yeah, he was putting up all the VIP stands and so on for us. For just to name some of the people that have committed and come on board to help offset the costs of this event. It's fantastic, but again, it is huge. What the vision for this event is really to show what we can produce, not only as drivers, but as a nation in motorsport. That we love this sport just as much as we love cricket and football and the other sports, and we're able to show that we are competitive here in the Caribbean and win this championship series, so we can prepare ourselves for bigger competition in the US and in Europe.
Yeah, because you always see Trinidadian racers, drivers doing so well abroad. I mean, as far as I know, Dominic De Leon is in Australia, riding in the Superbike series, and he's, as far as I know, currently leading his class.
My name is Dominic De Leon. I'm age 37. I currently live in Sydney, Australia. I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago. I'll be competing in Trinidad and Tobago at Wallerfield on the 23rd and 24th of July, flying Trinidad's flag.
Which is fantastic. Australia, so massive.
Amazing, yeah, amazing. I mean, myself, have raced in the NHRA circuit drag racing, and I've gone to 2 finals in the US. There's so many names that you can call in different categories of racing: circuit racing, drag racing, go-karting, rally. John Paul went to Spain. So the pick of racers, it's there are so many, and if we can harness the children, like my son is here, and he's a avid go-kart individual. He wants to race, and we get the kids involved, and we have a facility finally that we can say to a permanent extent, so we can groom our youngsters to take it to the next level.
Okay. So what car are you driving then? Go on. Are you just coming to the event to watch Daddy?
Yeah.
All right. So, who's your favourite racer, like in Formula One?
Rishi Kanick.
Yay!
I must say that what we trying to do with this event, this is our first year actually doing the event management of the production of this event of this size, and we realized we needed to bring add some more elements to the event, to bring the hype to the people, to bring to the masses, because we need the masses. We don't only need drivers and their close family and friends here for it to be economically viable. We have to turn this into an event where large crowds, sponsors can see people come into these events, which usually have, I think, more fans than in Trinidad alone. Any motorsport or car event has more people than a football or a cricket game, unless it's IPL or CPL.
Well, it's nice to see now that since, I remember like a couple of years ago when we didn't have access to Wallerfield. It's nice to see now that practically every weekend there's a motoring kind of event going on in Wallerfield, which eventually would trickle down the system, and eventually, hopefully, fingers crossed, more and more sponsors, more and more youngsters being involved in racing. So this facility being open every weekend now is beneficial. And I say, with this event coming up on the 24th, it's a massive event. So we can't wait for this. As I say, it's going to be one of the most exciting things in Trinidad. Anything you guys want to say?
Yeah, join us for the ride. It's going to be exciting. Yeah, come and feel the vibes. Come and see and feel and experience you've never experienced before. And that is circuit racing here at the Frankie Bojam Wallerfield Raceway.
Yes. I've seen you on KVTV before, Rishi. You drive in like a powerful drag car. Are you actually entering the competition this year, or is it because you're an event management is strictly organising things?
You're talking about in drag racing series? Yeah. Well, I'm the sponsor of the Luma Winner Film Drag Racing Series, and of course I like to compete. The thing about it is that the car it's such a powerful car, it's such a powerful build. It's called a top dragster, and they run in the low 6 seconds quarter-mile run, in excess of 200 miles an hour. Pretty much, we're limited in track. So now we have spent a lot of time and money preparing the track. We're ready to run some 6-second passes and make it also faster for the other cars, because now you have two-door cars, Gordon Rooks and Boost Factory going into sevens. So you're making everybody faster, which is going to make it more competitive when you group them in a particular open class, a heads-up class, for 7-second cars or 8-second class. So for me, I love to compete. I am doing this because I want to go line up with somebody, whether it might be handicapped, but to create the level of competition, because I believe that is what's going to excite the fans and bring more people into the sport.
When you took this project on, getting involved in organising this event, did you ever imagine it was this much work?
No, definitely not. I know a lot of work had to be put into it, but a lot of it, the work has to be done by myself and Rishi, right? And going around and meeting sponsors and media, we're realizing a lot of the problems they had before, right? And we realized the way to move forward, especially in a Trinidad atmosphere, you have to make the event something that the people want to come to. That's why we have introduced the Slam Party stand, which is like a Trini Posse style stand. It was released yesterday and it's well subscribed. The stand is almost filled out. I can officially say now that Caesar's Army is doing the VIP tent, the VIP section of the event for us. So they bring in their flavor to the event. So it's going to be when the Jamaicans and the Jamaicans and the Bajans and the Guyanese come, they're going to see what Trinidad is really about. Just like when you go to the CPL, we want to create that type of atmosphere here for them to see for motorsport, and let them know what motorsport can do.
Yeah, we have a huge following, and we have a lot of gifted drivers in various classes of motorsport in various aspects. And it's about time that we give our credit to our people. Gordon Rooks, who ran a fantastic 7-7 run. Christian Budu Singh, and somebody we did not mention, Mark Gill, current Group 2 champion and a fantastic heart driver. He means business in Jamaica. Half an hour before he was called, he was on the line waiting. That's how aggressive, that's how much he want to go and win. And to see Mark Gill run here, in my opinion, nobody's going to beat Mark Gill. You know, as long as his equipment hold out, you know, fantastic drivers, good drivers. And what's coming out is Ravi Singh's daughter is driving out, Bridget Singh coming out of karting, and we have Jared Carrington's son coming out of karting, Shea Carrington, and they're all moving up in classes in circuit racing. And that is fantastic. That speaks volumes for the sport.
They're going to be racing at this event coming up?
Yes,
they will be racing.
Yes. Actually, Christian Bodo Singh and Shea Carrington, they're doing some promotion at the Gulf City Mall this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, they're taking their cars into the mall, and corporate coming on board, and they're giving us some leverage to do things. So they're taking their cars to the mall, and they're going to talk to fans and so forth, and let them know about motorsport, because there's a lot of people interested in motorsport in Trinidad, and they're not into the network of the racers, so they're not informed. So we need to get that information. I personally get a lot of calls from friends, and they like racing, their children like racing, but I am the only person that they know. You understand? They don't know much.
So what does someone do then? If they're interested in motorsport and they want to get involved, what should be their first port of call?
Well, I think that anyone who's interested in motorsport should know what they like the most. You know, I like to drag race, or I like to circuit race, or, you know, I like the drifting. I like to just drift around, or I like go-kart racing. You know, so you must have an idea. And if you like, then there are affiliate bodies that carry out these events. You need to align yourself with one of the bodies. Right. I think primarily if you align yourself with the Trinidad and Tobago Automobile Sports Association, TITASA, become a member, you'd have an idea of exactly what is going on in the racing calendar in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. Okay. Can I just say that we'll be featuring on KVTV Dominic De Leon, currently racing in Australia, as I say, leading his series, and Trinidadian racer Flea as well will be racing. Plus, we've got a host of Jamaicans coming down and actually staying in Kelly Village. Yes. Really? Yes, Peter Ray, Zoom, he's going to be staying in Kelly Village. Doug Gore, driving an Audi. Alan Chen, a Starlet, and Peter Jagon in his Civic. They're all going to be staying in Kelly, so we're going to be getting features with them. And 3 bikers, Kyle Reynolds, Norman Chung, and Mario Woon, all going to be on KVTV. So keep it locked. We're going to try and give you as much interviews with the drivers as possible. We get a lot of complaints on Kelly Village TV about why we don't show so much races, because you can see the races from a lot of other videos. We try and concentrate on getting the inside information from the drivers, from the pit crew, etc. So yes, if you go to Trinituna, if you go to Zors, if you go to Trinidad and Tobago Motorsports News, that's where you're going to see a lot of the race action. We'll give you some, but we're about interviews. We're about behind the scenes action of what's going on at the championships. So looking forward to this event. Thank you very much for your time.